Somebody's rear end.
You think, hey, buddy, good to be here. You're my neighbors. I live just right over the Beaver County line. And this is where, actually, where's Marty? Where's Marty? There he is. This is where it started for me. It was at the Starbucks in Beaverboro, where I sat down with Marty, several years ago, and started thinking about a run for Congress a couple of years ago. And so for me, it started in Beaver County, and it's appropriate that it has. Beaver County has a lot going for us. There's been a few rough years, but things are really poised to take off. And the leadership that the Jims and the Elder have given, that laid the groundwork, for the first major industrial development in decades in Beaver County. They're just to be commended. So thank you guys. You can't see him, but back on there is my son Gerard with the white shirt. He was actually baptized in Beaver County at Holy Trinity Church in Ambridge. We used to go to church there. There's my wife Elsie. Everyone knows Elsie. My baby, my 5-year-old, is somewhere out there. Where's Alice? Hi, Alice. Anyway, here's the reason I'm running. I've got 6 kids, and it was a couple years ago where I got alarmed with the debt. It was before the whole healthcare thing blew up. And again, we just see this chronic unemployment that is a real problem also. And I just get the sense, every time I see something happening in Washington, that they just don't know what they're doing. And the effect has been that they're turning off the lights. And I talked about this campaign we have to be on to relight America, because the lights are getting shut off. Literally at our power plants. They're shutting down our coal mines. We had layoffs in Somerset County announced just last week, another 225 miners. You're going to get to hear about Somerset County because now your cousin's Somerset County, because they're part of the district. This district that cuts across the Marcellus field at 5 seconds and a half can rightly be called America's new energy capital, because nowhere else in the country do you have the combination of assets we have with natural gas, with coal, with Westinghouse Electric, the nuclear technology. We truly are America's new energy capital. But there's this concerted effort coming out of Washington to turn off lights. And when they turn off the lights, the jobs go away. So they're turning off the lights at our power plants. They're turning off the lights at our community banks. A banker from Fifth Third Bank thinks that half the community banks are going to be closed in 3 to 5 years because of all the overregulation. And then there's our doctor's offices, where the lights are going to get turned off. Because the doctors aren't going to be able to comply with all these regulations and the costs that can be imposed upon them. And remember, a big issue is the fight we're going to have to save Medicare this year. In saving Medicare, the first step to saving Medicare is to repeal Obamacare. Obamacare puts in place 15 unelected bureaucrats who are going to make the decision. What a doctor gets paid, whether or not a certain procedure is going to get covered. Do you think the doctors are going to put up with that? Those doctors are about 60, 65 years old. They're looking, gee, do I want to comply with all this and not get paid for my services? They're going to hang it up. And when they hang it up, guess what? The lines go up. The cost goes up. Access to a waiting line is not access to health care. So these are the issues we're going to be fighting about. Just yesterday, the Republicans tried to take a stand against big government and the suffocating blankets that the regulatory agencies continue to throw on our job creators. A simple bill. It was this. It was, look, if you're a regulatory agency, please don't pass a regulation that's going to put a $100 million cost on the economy until unemployment drops below 6%. Very simple. So what do you expect? Well, it passed, all Republicans voted for it, but our congressman didn't. He stood, that's just not our congressman still stays off. My opponent, who's the congressman over in Johnstown, he stood with the bureaucrats, not with the job creators. And we wonder why we have 41 straight months of 8% unemployment. The lights are getting turned off, but we're going to relight America. And it starts here. It's going to start in Beaver County. It's going to start in southwestern Pennsylvania, America's new energy capital. And we need everybody in this shelter and those just outside the shelter engaged this year. Who's seen that nice chart to important here to who? This little story about this village that's threatened on a little clover. And they needed everybody engaged. And so they ran around the town, trying to get everyone to make noise, say, we're here, we're here, we're here. And the mayor of the town said, come on, there can't be any shirkers. There can't be any shirkers this year. Everybody has to be engaged. You need to make phone calls. You need to knock on doors. There's going to be some very well-funded people who like the status quo. They like big government. And they're going to be fighting hard to keep big government and suppress the job creators and those who are trying to empower our country so we can grow again. And once we start growing again, guess what? People go back to work. And people pay taxes. So we can pay for Medicare, we can pay for Social Security. We need to get people back to work. But these guys in Washington don't know how to do that. So no shirkers. We've got to find everybody. And finally they found that one little kid who was playing with a yo-yo or something. And he got out there, and he let out a little fleep. And all of a sudden, we heard him. We're here, we're here, we're here. Well, those who love freedom, and those who love this country, we need you there. So join with us, and let's do it. And let's relight America from Southwest PA. And God bless you all. Thank you.
We are going to sneak one incumbent in